What were common fashion trends for kids in the 1950s? If you're curious about what kids were wearing back in the 1950s, you're in for a treat. Let's take a step back in time and explore the fashion trends that define this era for children. For girls, dresses were a staple. They often wore full-skirted dresses with matching accessories, which were a must for any occasion. Poodle skirts, a classic icon of the 1950s, were particularly popular, especially among teenage girls. These skirts were usually made of felt or cotton and featured a poodle design, often with other embellishments like bows or rickrack. Girls also loved wearing jumpers and blouses. Jumpers were typically made of corduroy and came in various colors. For less formal occasions, girls might wear a blouse and a full skirt held up with suspenders and sometimes covered with a matching jacket or cardigan. Sheath dresses and slacks became more acceptable later in the decade, especially for older girls. When it came to footwear, girls often wore white ankle socks and shiny black patent leather shoes, such as saddle shoes or Mary Janes. Their hair was carefully styled, often adorned with ribbons or bows. For boys, the 1950s marked a shift towards more casual clothing. Camp shirts, classic wide-leg pants, and jeans were common. Corduroy play suits and rayon shirts with check patterns and plaid were also popular. The Dickie pullover and Western-style clothing, including denim jackets and jeans, were favorites among young boys. Boys' fashion included flannel-lined denim outfits and bright, colorful flannel shirts. For more formal events, boys would wear wool or corduroy suits, and wool coats were worn during the colder months. Argyle pattern cardigans were another stylish option for parties and holiday events. Infants and toddlers had their own unique styles as well. Babies wore white long gowns until they started walking, while toddlers wore ruffled dresses or rompers with embroidery, shirring, and appliqué motifs. Charles James, a renowned designer, even created a line of infant clothes in 1956, featuring cotton playsuits and dresses with luxurious touches like mother-of-pearl buttons. Overall, 1950s kids' fashion was all about simplicity, practicality, and a touch of elegance. Whether it was a poodle skirt or a pair of jeans, kids' clothing reflected the broader fashion trends of the era, with a focus on comfort and style.